can't do this all by myself.
What is that, liverwurst?
Teen Wolf.
Yeah.
You were close with Nancy McKeon, correct?
I was.
Yeah, and she was actually dating Michael J. Fox at the time
She was. Yes,
that
indeed.
Teen Wolf was made. How did you end up finding out that you were going to be basically working with her boyfriend?
So they dyed my hair dark, and I was just supposed to be this all-American kind of schmucky guy on the basketball court, and I was working with Michael Fox. So we started the movie. You know, I had a few weeks of work on the movie, and I just played it cool. I just did my job. And then one day, Michael came to work, and he said, "Why didn't you tell me?" And I said, "Well, what?" He said, "Well, Nancy looked at our call sheet, and she said, Doug Savant, she's my friend. We grew up together."
That's hilarious.
So that's how Michael found out that.
So Nancy didn't even tell you. It was Michael who told
It
you.
was Michael who told me on this set,
Funny.
yeah.
That is so funny. How would you describe that experience of working and becoming friends then with him as well?
It was amazing, and it's an amazing time, and it feels like yesterday, but it also feels like a long time ago. And he was such an important person in the business at the time, and with Family Ties, and then Back to the Future, and Teen Wolf was happening in the middle of that. So it's sort of a dream come true. It was just, it was amazing, and he was a great guy, and we would hang out, and he take us out to drinks after work and just have fun.
This is gonna be the most exciting night of our lives.
You eventually did an episode of The Facts of Life.
I did.
Yes,
Oh my
you
goodness.
did. You
Yes,
did.
I did.
How much fun was that when you and Nancy finally got to work together?
You know, it was intimidating because she was a dear friend, and but of course I played a guy that fell in love with Blair. And we got stuck.
who didn't fall in love with Blair?
Stuck in some like cabin somewhere. No, it was really wonderful.
I just want to see her. I want to talk to her.
You went from there to do several episodes of Knots Landing, which was one of my favorite
goodness
shows at the
sakes.
time. Listen, I told
We
you.
are
this
really
is
going
it.
around the
We're
block.
going through it. Yes, we are. How did that experience help you prepare for, I mean, you know, that's a nighttime soap opera, for later roles that you would have?
It was a great experience. I played the young Mac McKenzie, so Kevin Dobson as a young man. It was very intimidating because I thought it was character work. I didn't look like him. They dyed my hair brown, curled it up. And when they brought me to meet Kevin for the first time, Kevin just looks at me and he looks at the makeup person and says, and I didn't have blue eyes. I don't have blue eyes. And so they got contacts because he wanted me to have that. And then also Knots Landing is sort of interesting because that's where I first met Nicolette Sheridan, who I would ultimately work again with on Desperate Housewives.
Now, I wanted to show you a clip
Okay.
of your very first Entertainment Tonight interview,
Holy buckets.
which was back in 1992. And this was when you were just starting on Melrose Place. So take a look at this.
I play Matt Fielding on the show, and he's an openly gay man who's a social worker and runs a halfway house for teen runaways. Well, actually, the chemistry that's happening right now between the cast is great. Everybody gets along so well.
What do you think about that guy with that chiseled chin?
There you go. I look at that and frankly, I see my son.
Oh, that's kind of cool, though.
Oh, it is. It's amazing.
The chemistry between all of you guys was unmatched.
It was a great time and a great group of people that we're still, you know, sort of in community with.
Well, of course you are still in community.
Well, if you're speaking
with
specifically Laura Layton.
Right, specifically Laura Layton. But let's go back to the audition process for Melrose Place. What was that like?
Well, you probably won't expect this, but I left the audition and said, this is everything I hate about Hollywood.
Really?
Yeah, I did. I had left. It was a lot of very attractive women, but everyone was trying really hard. Everybody had heels, short skirts, and blah, blah, blah. And it was not really what I got in the business for. So I just went in, did my thing. And I thought it would just be another job that I just wasn't going to get. And I was attracted to the role because of it was exceptional. It was the only openly gay
We
character.
hadn't seen that really. It was groundbreaking in a lot of ways on television.
Yeah, it sure was. And that's what I'm most proud of, that legacy. I was already a father by that time, and I was busy raising kids, and I was just really, really grateful to have a job.
Ours is going to be a simple wedding.
And of course, you met your wife, Laura,
I did.
on the show.
The best thing that has ever happened to me and ever will. I will always say that for the rest of my life. She revolutionized my life, and she, changed everything.
When did you realize that the two of you could be something more than co-stars or friends?
It was at the end of the show. We were co-workers, and I had very little interaction with her at work in terms of doing scenes or anything. But we were in year 5. We were both about to leave the show. Our contracts were up, and we had opted to try and do other things. Well, we just started talking as friends and commiserating and being and when it first became romantic, I said, "Oh no, I'm flattered, but this is stupid. You're beautiful. Go, you can have anybody." And but she said, no, she was going to stick with me. So.
Yeah.
And here we are, almost 30 years later.
How did you not look at that cute little redhead and be like, "Oh my goodness"?
Right? I was easily smitten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now, all these years later, you still are.
Oh, I'm still smitten. She's the best.
Now, Laura, Heather Locklear, and Daphne Zuniga they're working on like a new version of Melrose, I believe, correct?
That has been out there.
Well, in the world of nighttime soaps, anything can happen. And Matt, of course, was killed off in the original series, but could there be, he's got a twin, maybe there's some flashback, I don't know.
As you know, anything is possible,
yes.
And they might find a way to resurrect Matt, yes.
Would you go back and say, yeah, let's take another turn at this thing and see what we got?
Yeah, I think I think everyone was interested. We took a broad, sort of polling of the cast, and everyone has such fond relationships that they're like, doing it really just depends on the execution and, getting it done.
Oh, this cowboy's riding solo. How about you?
No.
It was magic. It was lightning in a bottle.
Yeah, it definitely was. And then after that, you went on to become one of our favorite television couples with Felicity Huffman on Desperate Housewives.
Yeah, that was the best 8 years of my professional career. I adore Felicity Huffman to this day.
Well, we were just with Felicity just the other day.
Oh, you were?
Yes, and she wanted to send a little message to you. So take a look right here.
I want you to know that we are now a part of Then, E.T., Then, and Now. We're the Then. Is that sad or what? Okay, I love you.
She's just the best. We just, she would give me presents. Like a Christmas present from Felicity was a framed photo of us both dead asleep on the set, and I had that on my desk for a very, very long time.
Kerry Washington is now producing kind of a reimagined version of Desperate Housewives.
This is what I hear.
Yes.
And I'm hoping Carrie's seeing this and thinking, we can't possibly reboot Desperate Housewives without Doug Savant and Tom Scava coming back in some way, shape, or form.
Well, she's calling it Wisteria Lane.
Yeah.
So I wonder, what advice do you have for new residents of Wisteria Lane? And again, Carrie, Doug says, holla at your boy.
Yeah.
Bring your boy back.
Yeah, 100%. I guess my advice to the residents of Wisteria Lane is watch your back.
Don't go to sleep.
Keep
one eye open.
Yeah.
Don't hire a pool boy.
Yeah, beware of your neighbors.
Then came the kids.
Fun killers.
That was a wild phenomenon to watch those ladies blow up. It was, it exploded on a level I'd never seen.
Twice in one career?
Yeah.
How do you wrap your brain around that?
I knock wood and I say prayers and it's an embarrassment of riches.
Well, now we get to see another side of you in this Lifetime movie.
I'm the one looking out for you. I'm the only one who loves you.
Doug's Lifetime movie, I Was a Child Bride, the Courtney Stodden Story, is airing now. Courtney narrates and is the executive producer of the project, which dives into the real-life relationship of the former pageant queen who at 16 married former The Green Mile actor Doug Hutchison, who was 51.
It is a really dark story, but it's a different story than the one that I think we've seen, because we saw the sensationalized sort of paparazzi version of Courtney Stodden and Doug Hutchison, and that gave the wrong impression. People mistook this very sexualized this child that looked older, and they attributed adult values to what they were seeing, as opposed to a child that had been completely misled. I am really, really proud to be associated with the project.
I love you.
I think I love you too.
Will you marry me?
Yes.
How did you approach playing a guy who was in Hollywood the same time you were in a lot of ways, and you may have known and come across and those type of things? How did you approach that?
Well, our paths did cross, and he was hired by friends of mine. We had friends in common, people he's worked with. In trying to bring the character to life, it starts one way, and he could be very soft and loving. And Doug is a soft-spoken guy, so it comes off like very, like really soft, and like not until it flips a switch. Things were much worse than we even portrayed in the movie.
Sure.
So, so when he goes dark and violent, that was real. And so I tried to morph physically and emotionally to get to the truth.
You're an actor and you're a seasoned actor, but as a dad too, I don't know how you like shake that off at the end of the day, because you've got 4 grown kids.
Well, I will say this.
Granddaddy
My
now.
kid. Oh, and yes, I'm a grandfather. Yes,
Yeah.
my kids had no. They're like, Dad, I don't want to see this.
What does home life look like these days with 4 grown kids and a grandbaby
Oh
around?
man, it is a blast, and being Gramps is my favorite title ever.
Is that what
I've
you're
got
called?
Gramps, Nana and Gramps.
Nana and Gramps.
Nana and Gramps, yeah. And we just are smitten with these kids, Josephine and Grayson. I get a serotonin rush just being in their presence. It's really, really great. And then again, as the cliche goes, you get to hand them back. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Michelle.
I
You're
appreciate
lovely,
you.
lovely.
I appreciate you.